Hello Magic the Gathering lovers, Matt here from TOTALmtg and welcome to today's video. It's a finance video, it's that time of the month where I go over the most expensive cards currently in standard MTG. So if we have a look at what was around last month, here is the list from last month. Number one, and has been for a very, very long time, is Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. But what you're going to find with this list is definitely a few that have been taken off in the last few months, and some that have maybe just increased just a tad in price as well. Some very, very surprising changes. So without further ado, let's get on to this month's list. So coming in at number 10 and a new entry from War of the Spark. The price is around $18. 24 is Teferi Time Raveler. This is an absolutely epic Planeswalker, and I'm still surprised it's, not higher than it is. I mean, it's still $18 is a fair price for this, but still with 9 cards above Teferi Time Raveler, it seems to be everywhere when I play in Standard Arena for sure. I'm always coming against Teferi. This is a very, very sweet Planeswalker. Each opponent can cast spells only any time they would cast a sorcery. Really, really restrictive Planeswalker. Now, where you're going to see this, why has the price gone up? You're going to see this in Azorius Control in Modern as well, which is why the price is higher. And it's even being played in Miracles in Legacy. As for Standard, Esper Tempo is where it's at, playing with that Hero of Precinct 1 type of deck, played in Bant Ramp as well. This is seen play in multiple formats, and when it initially came out, I think it dropped to around $12, which is probably when you wanted to pick these up, because for me, this is going to be like the other Teferi, maybe not obviously get as high in price, but it is definitely just going to keep that steady rise going up, and Teferi Time Raveler comes in at number 10. So coming in at number 9 is Niko Bolus, Dragon God, just under $19, and this one has taken a big dive. It was as high as number 4 in last month's money. This was originally around $28, and it's dropped down to just under $19. The casting cost is obviously very difficult. Grixis colours are going to love it, but not many others are going to be able to play this kind of Planeswalker. The loyalty for 4 has always been a bit of an irking point for me. I think it's a little bit low. It should have been at least 5. It's staying steady in there because it is a very, very good Planeswalker. It's being seen in Standard mainly. Only really Standard I've seen this in. Potentially, obviously seeing EDH and stuff like that. But 4-color Dreadhorde, that new fun deck, is probably what's keeping the price level as it is at the moment. Could we see a Niko Bolus Planeswalker drop out of the top 10? Potentially. Next month, you'll have to stay tuned next month when it comes out. But this at the moment is coming in at number 9. Coming in at number 8 and rising up the ranks just a touch is Karn Scion of Urza, basically around the same price as it was last month. This is seen in vintage play a lot. Eldrazi, Karn Shops decks as well, Death and Taxes in Legacy, Modern's using it, Affinity, Standard, Jeski Walkers is maybe touching a little bit on it, but Karn doesn't see much love from where I've seen in Standard. This price is mainly held from other formats. Karn Scion of Urza is still a very nice Planeswalker and obviously can be played in any deck because it's colourless at 4, but it's staying level at number 8, just going up a little touch at $19, just over the $19, $19.13. Karn Scion of Urza is coming in at number 8. Coming in at number 7, and it's a new entry. It's Arclight Phoenix. Arclight Phoenix, just under $20, is the all-star at the moment in Modern. Izzet Phoenix decks are absolutely everywhere. The Phoenix deck is very hard to beat, but there's going to be a certain new card. It's not in this league, but I think it's called something along the lines of Hogarth that is going to definitely shake up Modern without a doubt. But Izzet Phoenix at $20 is still a great, great card. Obviously seen him playing Izzet Phoenix in Standard, so you've got a deck that works well in both formats. You can play Izzet Phoenix in Standard, and you can play it in Modern as well. Obviously, you might have to change a few cards and up the power level a little bit when you're going to Modern. But coming in at number 7 is Arclight Phoenix. Coming in at number 6 is a Standard All-Star. This has just gone up a little bit in the ratings at $20.87 now. Is Hydroid Crassus. This X-Spell with 1 green and a blue. Jellyfish Hydra Beast. Absolutely epic creature that is. Whenever you cast a spell, you gain X life, draw X cards. round down each time, flying trample, big +1/1 counters. This is only seen play in standard, Bant Ramp, Sultai mid-range, Simic Nexus if you're playing that BO3. This is a definite, this is a great card because what it is good about it is that you get that cast trigger no matter what. So even if it is countered, you potentially still gain that life and draw those half cards. It's a really, really great creature. Hydroid Crassus, $20.87 though, so you're paying for it, as you do a lot with standard cards. For a card that's just seeing standard play, you are paying for that Hydroid Crassus. But it comes in up a notch this month at number 6. So coming in at number 5 is Liliana Dreadhorde General, taking a dip in price and in the rankings as well. Coming down to a nice $22 now. Well, some might say nice, but it was originally as high as just under 30. So this, for me, is definitely going to be one that's going to steadily go down in price, as it's only seen standard play. Esper Tempo is obviously, it's a great big finisher for them at the end. Drawing cards, lovely, making zombies, and obviously that -9 as well, and sacking effects. You can see it in 4 colours. It's in the Dreadhorde deck as well. This is why the price is probably keeping a little bit steady, but it's definitely going to be one of those cards for me that's going to gradually slip down the rankings, although it is a great, great card. Liliana Dreadhorde comes in at number 5. So coming in at number 4, down in price but up in the rankings, is the Immortal Son. Priced in at $24.89. This legendary artifact is a Planeswalker format. And of course, this is going to see some play. Rule mid-range, Bant Ramp, Gesture Control, maybe in the sideboards of some of these as well. Touch play in 4-color Prison in Modern, but there, there's, and possibly Eldrazi and Taxes might have it in the sideboard as well. But the Immortal Son for me is, it's a good EDH card as well. Seeing touch play in standard, I'm still surprised. I suppose it's because there's a lot of Planeswalkers in standard that this is such a high costing card. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not seeing something there. It's a nice card and brilliant card, but for 6 mana, it's a lot. And it's $25 nearly, which for me is a hell of a lot for this card. Slightly overpriced me, but you could say all standard cards are that. But this one for me that mainly only sees standard play, I'm surprised it's so high, but comes in at number 4, the Immortal Son. So coming in at number 3, and it's the highest mover of the month, Crucible of Worlds, coming in now at $29.52. Now, I've said about this used to be a very, very expensive card before it got the reprint, but this has jumped up to just under double in price. This card is really, really high now on the list. It was number 10 last month, and now shooting in at number 3. Played in Tron in Modern, Amulet Titan in Modern, Eldrazi and Khan shops in Vintage. You see the pattern with this. When you've got a standard card, that even though this one's a reprint, it's currently in standard, when it sees other formats, these prices are obviously going to go up. So if you manage to get your Crucible Worlds last month for around $17 to $18, you're laughing now. You've you're on the way to nearly doubling your money. Crucible of Worlds, you may play land cards from your graveyard. You've got to do that strategy with it. It's a great card, a big mover, and in at number 3. So we're down to the top 2 cards again. There's 2 that haven't been mentioned. Have they swapped round this time? Or is there still an undefeated champion at the top? Well, number 2 is still Niko Bolus, the Ravager. Price at $33.22. So the price has come down a tad, but it's still in there at number 2. This really only sees standard play Grixis control or Niko Bolus control as well. Modern, it touches in a Grixis Planeswalker deck, I think I've seen it in. But Niko Bolus is still a very nice creature, 4/4 flyer that can flip into that Planeswalker, and still very, very highly priced. When you think of the Niko Bolus Planeswalker that's dropped down, this one has dropped a touch in price, but is still very high in the rankings of standard and comes in at number 2. So I'm sure you've guessed the number 1. It's still 3 months on, over 3 months on, still the undefeated high-priced champion in standard currently at the moment, and it's even gone up in price from last month. When you think this is Dominaria and this is still rising, it was still being played in Modern and Legacy a bit as well. Teferi Hero of Dominaria, has gone up to $45 again. It's going back up. Azorius Control in Modern is where you'll see it absolutely all day long. Esper Tempo in Standard, any blue-white control in Standard, Esper Control in Standard, Jesky Control. It's a Standard dream, and it's aggro players. Well, aggro players don't mind it, but I'd say mid-ranges, nightmare. People don't like playing against Teferi, and now you've got Baby Teferi as well. The combination of the two just works so well together. This card, by keeping the price, you just know how good this card really, really is. And I'm having to say, again, for the month of June, Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, is the #1 most expensive current card in Standard. So everyone, that's the top 10 list. We see a few changes. We see some cards drop out. Kefnet, bye-bye. There's a few, I had high hopes for that card, but it seems to have dropped down a bit in price. Still a sweet card for me, though. It's blue. But there's been some changes. Some prices go up, but still, Crucible of Worlds. Oh, gee, that has jumped a big time. That's getting back up to the price as it used to be, potentially. But the #1 reigning champ still is Teferi. Will it be the same next month? Ravager was putting close to it, but it's dropped away again in price. We're going to have to see a few more changes. Obviously, when we're going to get a few more rotations as months go down the line, you will see some prices change, and maybe we get some new All-Stars come in from the new sets. We've got M20 coming out very soon. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this finance video, and really do give it a big thumbs up. I do like doing these videos. I find them very fun to do as well, and I hope you enjoy watching them. Hit the subscribe button if you're new to us, and of course, I will see you on the next video. As always, videos every other day on the channel. You lot take care, and I'll see you soon.